everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a very important topic that touches millions of lives in the United States every single year. We're going to break down two huge industries that are not only trending, but also directly connected to the financial lives of everyday Americans. I'm talking about accident attorneys and the car market. These two topics might sound different at first, but trust us, they're very closely related. Cars are a necessity in America. Almost every family owns at least one. With cars come accidents, insurance claims, legal battles, and, of course, lawyers, accident attorneys. The U.S. business landscape shows the legal industry around accident cases is huge. The automotive industry and accident law together generate billions every year. First, we'll explain why accident attorneys are so important in the United States. Then, we'll explore car market shifts, used cars, EVs, and finally connect the dots to business opportunities in America. All right, let's start with accident attorneys. Every year in the U.S., there are over 6 million car accidents. Accidents bring medical bills, repair costs, lost wages, permanent injuries. Insurance companies are supposed to cover costs, but they don't always pay what victims deserve. That's where accident attorneys come in. Accident attorneys, also called personal injury lawyers, fight for victims. They negotiate with insurance and take cases to court for fair compensation. The personal injury law industry is worth $40+ billion annually. Thousands of firms, countless attorneys, millions of cases every year. Most accident attorneys work on contingency fee basis. Clients don't pay up front. Attorneys take 30 to 40% of settlement. Many accident victims can't pay a lawyer up front. Attorneys only earn if they win, motivated to fight harder. Accident attorneys get clients through billboards, TV, radio ads. Marketing is essential because competition is fierce. Some attorneys become local celebrities. Catchphrases like, "One call, that's all," or "We win or you don't pay." In states like CA, TX, FL, thousands fight for clients. So marketing is everything. Digital marketing is taking over. Attorneys spend millions on Google Ads, SEO, YouTube. Appearing on Google's first page is worth thousands. Law firms earn massive revenue from top ranking. Without cars, there wouldn't be car accidents. Let's connect this to the car market itself. The U.S. car market is massive. The automotive ecosystem includes dealerships, financing, insurance, repair, attorneys. After pandemic, used car prices skyrocketed. 2022 average used car price hit $28,000. Infographic with bold number $28,000 glowing. Car keys and dealer desk background. Prices stabilizing, but still higher than before. EVs like Tesla, Ford, Rivian, GM rising with tax credits. EVs reduce long-term driver costs, but EV accident repairs cost far more. Expensive cars mean bigger accident claims. That means more work and larger settlements for attorneys. Welcome back, friends. In the first part, we talked about why accident attorneys are one of the strongest business pillars in the USA. Now, let's dive deeper. How does this industry actually function as a business model? How do they earn? How do they market? And how can ordinary people understand the billion-dollar system behind it? Many people think attorneys just go to court, argue cases, and collect fees. But the reality is very different. The accident attorney business in the USA is one of the most competitive, marketing-driven industries in the world. Most accident attorneys don't charge upfront fees. Instead, they work on a contingency basis. They only get paid when the client wins. Usually, it's 33% to 40% of settlement. Example, $100,000 case, attorney earns $33,000 to $40,000. And that's just average. Big accident cases like trucking or wrongful death can go into millions. That's why attorneys invest heavily in ads. One successful case brings massive revenue. In U.S. cities like Los Angeles, Houston, Miami, you'll see billboards everywhere saying, "Injured? Call us today." These ads cost thousands monthly, but for attorneys, it's an investment that pays back exponentially. Accident attorneys are not just lawyers, they are business strategists. They invest in SEO, Google Ads, TV, radio, TikTok. When someone searches best accident attorney near me, whoever ranks first on Google gets the client. Keywords like accident attorney, car crash lawyer, or personal injury lawyer are among the most expensive in advertising. Cost per click can be $200 plus. One client equals tens of thousands in revenue. This is why we call it a billion-dollar industry. The marketing battle is fierce. Firms compete like brands. Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Slogans, jingles, mascots build trust. If you're making USA business content, accident attorneys are gold. It's not just law, it's marketing, entrepreneurship, finance. Covering this educates viewers and positions your channel in a high-value niche. Now, let's shift gears, literally, to the car industry. Attorneys and cars are linked. Most accident cases are car-related. The car market is a trillion-dollar ecosystem. Every year, 15 million new cars are sold in the U.S. Add used cars, financing, insurance. You have a complete business web. New cars. Ford, GM, Toyota, Tesla spend billions on R&D and marketing. Tesla disrupted with EVs, now others rush to catch up. Used car industry boomed during pandemic. Prices higher than new cars in some cases. Carvana and CarMax digitize the buying process into billion-dollar businesses. Most Americans finance cars through banks and lenders. Interest rates and credit scores decide if the market rises or falls. Every car needs insurance by law. Companies like Geico, State Farm, Progressive are top advertisers. Cars and attorneys are tied. More cars equals more accidents. More accidents equals higher demand for attorneys. That's why both industries are so profitable. When we cover these topics on YouTube, we're not just telling stories. We're showing viewers the backbone of American commerce, industries that touch millions of lives every day. So far, we've walked through two massive industries, accident attorneys and the U.S. car market. Both of them may look separate at first glance, but together they form a business cycle that impacts almost every American household. Let's zoom out for a moment. Think about it. Every American needs transportation. Cars are not a luxury, they're a necessity. But with cars come responsibilities: buying, maintaining, insuring, and unfortunately, accidents. And when accidents happen, people need help navigating the system. That's why attorneys step in. They become advocates for victims, but at the same time, they're also business professionals. They run firms, employ staff, invest in marketing, and manage revenue like any other enterprise. This is where the U.S. shines as a business hub. Even essential services like law and transportation are run as industries. They don't just serve people, they generate billions in revenue, create jobs, and fuel the economy. So, what does this mean for entrepreneurs, students, or even ordinary people interested in business content? It means opportunity. If you're into law, you can explore careers in personal injury firms. If you're into digital marketing, you can build agencies that help attorneys rank on Google and get clients. If you're into automotive, you can tap into dealerships, used car businesses, or EV startups. If you're into finance, auto loans and insurance are massive industries waiting for innovation. If you're into law, if you're into digital marketing, and let's not forget content creators. If you run a YouTube channel like this, talking about these industries positions you in high-value niches. Think about it. Topics like Why are used cars so expensive in America? Or how accident attorneys make millions are not only informative, but also have very high search demand. Let's highlight a few key trends that viewers should watch closely. 1. Electric vehicles, or EVs. 2. Digital law firms. 3. Insurance tech, or insurtech. 4. Used car platforms. All these trends create new winners and new losers. Traditional players who adapt will thrive. Those who resist change may disappear. But let's not forget the human side. Behind every accident case is a real person, a father, a mother, a student trying to recover from trauma. Behind every car sale is a family making a big financial decision. These industries are not just numbers, they're about people's lives. Exactly! And that's why they'll always stay relevant. As long as people drive cars, there will be accidents. As long as accidents exist, attorneys will have work. And as long as transportation remains essential, the business ecosystem around it will keep growing. Accident on roadside with lawyer silhouette in the background, glowing overlay text, accidents to attorneys. So, what can you take away from this discussion? Whether you're a student learning about U.S. business, an entrepreneur searching for your next venture, or just someone curious about how America's economy works, you now understand why accident attorneys and the car market are two of the most powerful, interconnected industries in the country. And if you found value in today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We post deep dives into U.S. business topics every single week. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. Drop a comment below and let us know which part of today's topic surprised you the most. Was it how much attorneys spend on ads or how expensive the used car market has become? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, business is not just about numbers. It's about understanding the systems that shape our lives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.